network is slow. Oh, good. Yes, we're live. Good morning. Good morning,
Good
everyone. So good to be
morning.
back again.
Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening, Adiola. It's good to have you
Good
here with
evening.
us today.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. So today it's day 60 of our 90 days Go Live challenge. 60 days gone, 30 days to go. Glory to God. You ladies
Amen.
have been so amazing. It's been beautiful doing this with you. Yeah. And today, without any further delay, today we have a beautiful topic before us. If you're a woman out there, please sit down, relax, and get wisdom from what we're about to share this morning, because this is not something that people, this is a topic that people shy away from,
Mm.
because it gives the wrong perception, like, oh, you're trying to teach us something bad. But no, that's not our intention this morning. So please come with an open mind. Yeah, so today we're talking about why a woman should have financial freedom, financial independence.
Mm.
Financial freedom is a very broad topic, right? We can't even cover everything in one day, but we'll quickly just do an introduction of the topic. So you see, um, to have money in your account is not financial freedom. To have a job that pays you a salary is not financial freedom. Reason being
Mm-mm.
that those sources can get cut off, right? What we're looking at is being financially independent, being able to recreate, having the ability to recreate success, to recreate your
Mm.
finances, to double it, whatever it is that you find your hands to do. You see, I can dash you money, but you run out of it.
Yes.
But if I teach you how to make money, it does not matter what life throws at you. Give yourself a few months or weeks or whatever, you will bounce back, because you have
Mm.
learned the act of
Mm.
recreating, of reproducing that kind of success. So that's what we're talking about this morning, right? The importance of having financial freedom. You, as a woman out there listening to us, watching us, why should you be financially independent? In no particular
Mm.
order, I'm going to let the ladies delve in and share their thoughts. So, ladies, whoever is ready to go first, feel free to share your thoughts. Why do you think it is important, especially in this day, in this time and season that we're in? Why should a woman be financially independent? Who wants to go first?
There is a say that is, don't give me fish, teach me how to fish.
Absolutely.
Because once we give you that fish, you cook it for that lunch, dinner, and then it's gone. But once you teach me how to fish, I will go. When that runs out, I'll go and fish more, and
Mm-hmm.
then have abundance in my house, and go without even without hunger, able to feed my family. And for women to be independent, it's biblical.
Yeah.
Example is our Proverb 31 woman. She was very independent, financial freedom. She was supporting her home, community, loved ones, providing, because she was doing something. She'll buy land and then, till, harvest, feed, sell, have money and also food, and, a lot to do. And
Yeah.
that's the same thing with us here. When you have that the freedom, and when you are independent, right? And it, as a woman, it gives you sense of security and stability, because life happens, and we've seen a lot of women that they were living that life, the bourgeoisie. And then, get or divorced, or the husband, loss of the husband, you find the woman couldn't even sustain the life that she used to live because the husband was providing everything. And then there was no time to empower. He didn't even empower, or the woman didn't even think to empower herself, didn't even plan for the rainy day. When this happens, what am I going to do? How am I going to continue living this beautiful life that I have? So it is very important. You might say that I'm working, I don't need anything else. I've seen in the past 4 months at my workplace, two people were let go. And I always ask, what if your employer says, we don't require your services any longer? Not only for you as a woman, what about your husband? That happens at work. And then now the painful part is when you start to adjust, and then you didn't even used to live that life, right? How to now adjust because you don't have that financial stability. You're all solely depending on one income. So it is important for women to be independent financially. Have your own. You can sell with called donuts, right? If you are good, your hands are making samosa. Make that and so package it very well that it's different from the competitors. You don't have to break the bank. Yeah. If you're a good cleaner, we've seen a lot of people, good cleaners, they do that. But now we're saying that here we are as women, we're here, full of us. We know, understood the assignment. We know that life can be unpredictable, even though our husbands, or yeah, she's not married yet, even though she has a beautiful job, but we understand the importance of having a side hustle. That's why here we are running our own successful online digital business, a business that everyone else can do, despite regardless of your background or your location. The business that you don't need to be tech savvy, the business that there is 24/7 support, video based training that has created for each and every person to understand. You can even change it in your local language for you to be able to run this business successfully. The business where they give you a mentor and a coach to help you to to see you succeed in the community. Yesterday we're celebrating our fellow woman Pauline in the business, all showcasing results. These are the importance of us women being financial independent, so we are able to make our own decisions. You don't need to wait for a husband to get paid and then say, honey, I was thinking to go and buy. No, no, please. The time don't go with that mentality in 2025. Change your mindset. We're here to support. As the proverb 31 woman, let's learn from her. There are a lot of people, a lot of women in the Bible, and I know that my sisters, they'll add that who they were very independent. Let's learn, and we should be the doers, not only the hearers. Let's do. If you are sitting on the fence as a woman, you are still there. It's about now to take that first step and then watch our webinar. I'll finish like that.
Thank
Wow.
you so much, Mai. I'm glad you said you made reference to the Proverb 31 woman. That's the woman that builds her home, right? And yet she's
Yes.
very productive. You see, a lot of times, even when we're joking, we say it, I want to be a Proverb 31 woman. And when I want to be sarcastic, I'm like, I want to be me, I'm Proverb 31B. Yeah, but you see, because we want to pick the parts that you
Hmm.
feel more comfortable with. We keep
Sure.
saying, Proverb 31 woman, please go and study that woman very well. You see, love, love thrives where there's money,
Mm.
where there's money. You talked about security and sustainability gives you a backup, right? Because Life itself is uncertain, is unpredictable. You never can tell what will happen today. Today we know of this, it is morning here in Australia. We are sure it's morning. We don't know what will happen by afternoon.
mm,
You can go to work and you meet something. Your source can be cut off. Will you be able to replicate that life that you have
mm,
been living to maintain it? Because the easiest thing that can kill a man is to come down from your high horse.
mm,
You have enjoyed a certain level of lifestyle, and now life is subjecting you to forcefully come down. That happens to you when you put your faith in the hands of other people, and you're waiting. Now you have to wait for another employer to deem you employable before
mm,
you can have money in your account, in your bank. Why not learn the ropes? As a woman, why not learn how to make money? You said if it's samosa you know how to do, make it, right?
mm,
In this day and age, I dare to say that you need two things to succeed. You need God, or let's say
mm,
three. You need God, you need the digital space,
mm,
and you need a positive mindset.
mm,
Because whatever your hand finds to do, the Lord will bless it.
mm,
But you need that exposure. If you sell samosa in your house alone, it's only those in your neighborhood that can patronize you. How about when you put it out there on Facebook Marketplace? Samosa for your occasions, your birthday and all. You start getting orders from people you don't know. That is the power of social media. You
true.
need social media in whatever you're doing to succeed. It's not evil, it's not demonic. Use it the right way. I'm gonna let Adiola come in.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay, so for me, financial independence is about, there's something about what financial independence does, that it gives you fulfillment. There's
Mm,
Yes.
nothing like, I want to do this and I have the means to be able to do it. It's liberating. And for us as women, we wear so many caps. We are daughters, we are wives, we are mothers,
Yes.
we have influence in our neighborhood. It's
Your
just a lot of things.
sisters.
And
mm,
so I just want to talk to a mom that, maybe you're just sitting down. I understand maybe your children are still small and all, but look at Catherine. Catherine too has little children, and while she's at home, she's running her business. Because
mm,
I want to say this, tell this story. I was some years back, I was talking to I heard a story about, a girl that was saying that, growing up, they are all adults at that time. They are all adults, and that when they need to make some major decisions in life, they go to their dad. And reason being that their mom was an housewife, took care of them, wonderful, but that they needed somebody that had the experience of was working, that had that experience, that job experience. So they couldn't hold that conversation with their mom. So they always, go to their dad for that. So I'm like,
mm,
if I were to be that mom, and she said she told herself she wasn't going to live that life, that she wants a life that our children will come and meet her for every decision, and not like, oh, mom is just good for, baby making, cooking soup. And then when we
Yes.
want to make the bigger decision, we go to that. That is heartbreaking, because the mom has sacrificed her life, but even at that, she's not in a place of purpose. And so
mm,
as women, if we want to live our purpose, we need to be financially independent. You
true.
cannot live your purpose. And then, you didn't come to this life to just be somebody's wife or somebody's mom alone. Look at it. When you have your own business, they can call you maybe when your children are in secondary school and say that, Ma, we know that you're running a successful business. Can you come and talk to girls about how they can have their when they can
Absolutely.
grow up and have their own businesses? It transcends beyond just the financial, the financial gain, that you can begin to mentor girls that even if you want to run things in the comfort of your home, there are ways that you can do it. Your children will look up onto you, and then they just don't look at you as like mom is always home, just taking care of us. We are more than that. Yes, while it is important for us to take care of our family, but God has created us for a purpose. And that purpose, you cannot even fulfill that purpose if you're not financially independent, because you want to buy something, you want to do something, you know, like you say, every time you want to do something for your family, you go and meet your husband. And the painful thing at times is if your husband is financially stable, a lot of people look at you with that eye that ìyàwó chief,
You
ìyàwó
should have now.
wife of
Yeah.
big man. So they will think that you have, and you know that deep down, yes, it might be, it's not your money. Let's be real. Let's be
Yeah.
real here. It is what you are giving that is yours. So why would you wait for you to be given when you too can make that money and even make more?
True.
Why don't you say that? No, me too. I mean, God, the way God created the man, God created us to fulfill purpose. So don't just yes, don't build another person's dream, because a lot of us, we have, like, okay, supported our husband, which is very good, but then while we are doing that, don't let us not get lost. We must not lose our identity as women too. So God has called us into a place of purpose, and we need finances. Let's not the gospel is free, but the vehicle of transmitting the gospel is not free. And so for every purpose to be fulfilled, you still need finances. And so, if not for anything, for you to be fulfilled as a human being, for you to serve that purpose that God has called you to, you need to do something. You need to be financially independent and not rely on anything. And like Maya said, life happens. What of if life happens to the man? How are you going to support? Maybe for some reason your husband cannot do something, but as a wife, you're like, okay, don't worry, I got this, I'll do this. And that even makes our husbands too to be proud of us. Yes, it is back in the day that people are doing homemaker, but now a woman is more than being a homemaker. We too, we are bosses. Like somebody was saying, that would you prefer to be a guy's wife, or guy say, I want to be a guy and a guy's wife. I don't just want to be a guy's wife. Me too, I want to have my own money. I want to be able to do my own thing,
True.
because I might want to do charity. I don't have to go and ask my husband. There are a lot of things I want to do. I don't have to go and ask my husband to be able to do that. I pray that God will give us wisdom as women. The time is
Amen.
now. God has bestowed a lot. We have a lot as women. We have a lot that is deposited inside of us that is waiting for expression. We just have to, take that leap of faith. All of us, we took that leap of faith that want to do something with our lives. And look at us today. We are building skill sets, we are building businesses. Just look at where we'll be in the next 15 years, the platforms we'll be talking, the people that will be mentoring, all because we
Mm.
took that leap of faith. Look, check us out in the next 5, 10 years. Maybe you'll be booking appointment to see us.
It's not maybe
But if
certain.
yeah, yes,
True.
yes, all because we just watched a webinar. We took that leap of faith that we want to do something we can call our own, and something that we can even bequeath to our children. So, women, if you are listening to me tonight, we don't have two heads. All we just did was watch the webinar. We took that leap of faith. Did we have all the answers? No. God will not show you everything. It is when you take that step that because the road becomes clearer. But if you stay in one spot,
Yes.
you'll just be there. So take that leap of faith. Do something with your life. Time is going. This 2024 is almost gone. We are going into 2025. Don't let 2025 be like 2024. You can do it. If we did not do it, we'll still be here. So time waits for no one. And we're not getting younger. Every day we are getting older. We are, nearer my God today. So what are you going to do when you get back to God? What will you tell God that you have done with your life? God will help us in Jesus'
Mm.
name.
Wow.
Amen.
That's
Thank you so
that's
much,
so on
Adela.
point.
Thank you
So
so
on
much.
point.
You see, when we always talk about building someone else's dream, it seems like you're referring to the employer alone. No, building someone else's dream might be building your husband's dream while you stop dreaming. It might be building your children's dream while you stop dreaming. That is why we have a lot of bitter women out there, because you know today, you don't know about tomorrow. If anything
Mm.
happens, if there's a breakup, if whatever, the man moves on easily. The woman
Mm.
is left with this deep-seated bitterness because you keep saying, oh, after everything I've done for you.
They've
And the
done
man
for
is
you.
wondering, I financed your life. you know he's thinking, I was giving you everything, so
Mm.
what is
Mm.
it that you did for me? But you, in your heart, you're saying, I could have done this, I could have gone to school, I stayed back, I would have been able to go to work, but I stayed back.
Mm.
Those things are not, they cannot qualify it,
Mm.
to be honest. And make no mistake, that those people you think you're sacrificing your life for, they cannot relate. It is not out of wickedness, but the truth is that they just cannot relate. How it's just like when you are a stay-at-home wife and your husband goes to work and comes back. To him, you have been at home, what have you been doing all day? To
Mm.
you, oh my God, you're counting, I've been doing dishes, doing the chores, cooking, doing this thing. You're tired, Abby. But they feel like, oh, I've been there, I've gone to look for daily bread. That is how it is. Nobody will ever understand. Even your kids will grow up and tell
Mm.
you, but mommy, why didn't you go to work? And if care is not taken, they will even show you other people's mom. But Chichi's mom is going to work. This person's mom is going to work. Why don't you go to work? You know,
True.
it's that is life, and they don't mean it from a bad place. So while you are there thinking you're irreplaceable, you're sacrificing everything, you can make it happen. Everybody in my house is still sleeping right now, and I am awake doing my own business. When I
Mm.
finish, I will get up and do God's business, right? Because we wear so many hats.
Mm.
So don't make that mistake of thinking you're sacrificing yourself. And those days, my dad had a job. My mom was a businesswoman. Every
Mm.
time before the 15th of the month, daddy is borrowing from mommy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Give yourself value
Mm-hmm.
in the eyes of your spouse.
Mm.
Let them see value. Let them see you as their second employer that they can borrow money from,
Mm. Bank.
that they can depend on, that will cover their shame so they don't have to go outside and borrow,
Mm.
you know. And like Adeola said, the gospel, you need you need money. Oh. You want to do
True.
charity, you need money. A woman
Mm.
that does not have job, you don't have any source of income. The Holy Spirit does not speak to you to give. Oh. Because you go and tell your husband that you want to sow seed of
You
my
become
dear, you will not,
stingy.
you
Mm.
no, you don't even
He
have
will
You
money.
ask
can't
You
you
don't
give.
that
even
with
go.
which money?
Mm.
True.
You
Mm.
know, the Holy Spirit can speak to him, eh?
Mm.
But not to you, because where you get money, so you have the desire, but and then it makes you feel bad because you want to do something and it feels like, oh, I'm restricted. So please be mindful. Yeah, go ahead and share some tips with
Wow.
us, please.
Thank you so much, my sisters. You guys are speak to thousand of women and girls and any man out there who actually wanted to have more financial freedom and spend more time with their families because it's been a lot like women have to stay home and then the dad being out there, but the father's actually missing out to the growth step, so it's always the mom. So if you're a man out there and you've seen us talking, if my season view, we're just talking to the ladies, but you are included too if this resonates with you. When Moi was sharing something, she said she was talking, so she said something about rainy day, and it reminded me of a story that I would love to share a bit of it. I was 15 back then, and then my grandmother, I was talking to my grandmom, and my grandmom said something about rainy days. And I didn't really get what she was saying. She was like, oh, as a woman, you should have something for a rainy day. And I
Mm.
didn't really get it until like I'm into my 20s and working now. That's when I realized that what she was actually talking is us women
having like a side hustle in case
Mm,
something happened, you have something to back you up. Like for
true.
example, I'm working. If I didn't have plan B, if I being laid off from my job, I would have still don't have any income at the moment. Because even in my workplace, a few months, one of the girl lay off from her duty, and now it's been 5 months, and she still haven't got any other job. So how she faring? So she might be stressed because you know you as a girl or you as a woman, you are at that stage of your life having your own, and then all of a sudden there's nothing. It can be really devastating. So
Yeah.
that's when I actually understood what she meant about the rainy days. And rainy days can be anything. It can
Mm,
be as a parent and you have your children who are already in university, and both of you as a parent, you don't no longer working. So that's another thing to give you stress, because if you didn't have any side hustle that have another income, so how you
Mm.
going to sustain them?
Mm.
Another rainy season, it could be you wanted to have a house, to buy a house, but you don't have that money to pay for that house. Another rainy season, it could be you renting a house, but because you're no longer having any job that was sustaining you living in that house, so you wouldn't be able to afford the rent. So that's the story that I want to share. So when I'm now growing into a womanhood, I understood what she actually meant, and it got me a bit of emotional because she's no longer with me. So that's why if you feel I'm a bit kind of, so it got me, and I was like, I wish I was old enough or to ask questions, so I would have understand more, but I'm happy that even if she's not there, I'm creating that woman she wanted me to be. I have my plan
yeah.
B. I have my nine
Yeah.
to five job in case something happened today. I'm well off, even
Mm.
before I'm married. So by the time I'm married, you'll heard, yeah, she's in Tanzania, she's in Ghana, she's
Absolutely.
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah, that
Amazing.
will be
she's
you
in
living the
Niger
life of
eating
your
jollof.
dream.
So
Mm.
I'm in Niger eating jollof. I'm in
And
Moi
pepper soup.
country. I'm just everywhere because I have my plan B, and that this business is working for everybody. So that's what I could
Mm.
say. So don't overthink, please. Check out, and you will not understand even if you watch us from today's our 60 days go live challenge. And if you've been follow us since day one up to now, and you still haven't taken any step toward you wanted to do something, it wouldn't change anything. You can watch us until we finish, but if you haven't taken any action, you're still gonna watch us, and one day you'll heard our stories, us stopping from working from someone else. You might see us sharing testimonies. We have houses that we are bought. We have mansions. But how did we get it? Because we invest in Plan B, and Plan B made our dream come true. So your dream can never come true if you put all your eggs in one basket. So yeah, that's what I would say.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, you've heard it from our young star here, our Gen Z in our midst. Very young, but taking
Mm-hmm.
action to change her life, being very deliberate about her tomorrow. If you have not
Yeah.
taken action, what are you waiting for?
Mm.
Do you want to
Yes, so
step into 2025 and do 25 like you did 24? Please be intentional about your tomorrow. Take
Mm.
action. Reach out to us. We are here to help build you. We are
Mm.
here to show you what is working and how you can leverage on the systems and processes that are in place to change your own life for the better. So we'll be back again tomorrow, and enjoy the ride. See you guys tomorrow. And Adiola, have a good
Good
night.
night.
thank you.
Bye.